Hi guys, welcome to Jammies Tarot by Hecatehoney, YouTube edition. So, two things. I had a channeled message this afternoon, which Spirit just kept playing and playing in my head until I shared it with you, and the tarot reading. So I'm going to start with the tarot reading. The tarot reading began with the King of Wands reversed. So there is something, or like someone, or you, who is kind of arrogant, maybe narcissistic, irritable, angry, just, a foul mood. Also, it could be someone who's very like bratty and just like foot stomping, like, I don't want to do that. And that could be you. Maybe you're not in acceptance about something that's going on right now in your life. And it was followed by the Seven of Swords, which indicates treachery and deceit from another person. Or it could be you like lying to yourself, but it also could be an indication of that you need to be more covert in your actions and thoughts and maybe sharing with other people. Maybe be more diplomatic and not share everything. It also could be, like playing your cards close to your chest. So possibly you're in some kind of non-acceptance about a situation, and you have a bad attitude about it. And the thing is not to share all of these, like, not necessarily bad feelings, but maybe not share about your life so much, and like get a new perspective change, because the two cards that followed were the Nine of Cups, which is satisfaction and abundance. Like, your cups are full, you are emotionally fulfilled. And then the Princess of Pentacles, which she's kind of like the student card, who is kind of an indication that hard work is going to pay off. Hard work is going to pay off, and you have this new opportunity in new direction. So maybe get out of those feelings of irritability, arrogance, and like a dissatisfaction. Switch that perspective, because when we have those kind of negative feelings, or we're dealing with a negative person, maybe like an energy sucker, like a vampire, energy vampire, like, you don't really want to share like your success and these opportunities with everybody. And if it's you want to change that perspective. So maybe flip that perspective and find something to be grateful for about it. And what's going to happen is there's going to be an opening up with your life's purpose to this abundance and this emotional satisfaction, and maybe a new opportunity is going to come up once you flip that script. So flip the script, flip that script. And what's funny is, this afternoon I was like leaving work. Actually, it was started at work. I got like this heavy feeling, like a heaviness, and I got kind of sad, and I started crying, which, when I start crying or get really emotional out of nowhere, I usually assume it's not my feelings, and I'm getting a channeled message and picking up feelings from the collective. So I had a good cry, and then I was asking like, whoa, where are these feelings coming from? What's this about? And it was like definitely like a loneliness, a grief, like a letting go of something. And the message I kind of got was, maybe we're having to let go of an old idea. And one example I thought of is like, I hear a lot of people who didn't have the mom they want or the dad they want that they thought they should have. And like they had to let go of that idea and love the one they do have and move on from that. But, that takes shadow work. That takes looking into yourself and looking into where these feelings come from, of these shoulds and expectations. And what happens is you open up a new perspective to like your life's purpose, and that kind of keys into the tarot reading. Like, if we can really sit in these feelings, which I'm experiencing that right now because I'm trying to make some big life changes, and I do a lot of things to escape my feelings. I definitely have fixes like food, and I vape, so like the nicotine, I used to smoke, and those are things that help me escape from dealing with my emotions. And so if we can sit in these emotions, this like non-acceptance, or this like pain, this loneliness, this grief, and really explore where they're coming from and attribute them to, say, like an age, and how they're holding us back and possibly blocking us from opportunities and blessings. Like, that's the shadow work. That's the most important work you can do for yourself. And what's funny is spirit speaks to me through songs a lot of the time. And so as I was having like those emotions, and I kind of had like transmuted this emotion and was feeling a little better, and then I started humming this song, and I'm like, I know that song. And it's an old song, like super old, and like I think 70s or 80s maybe, and it ended up being Pat Benatar's Shadows of the Night, which this song, okay, maybe I'll sing it. It goes, we're running with the shadows of the night, so baby take my hand, it'll be all right. And it talks about how like someone is speaking to this woman, and he's saying, you can't hold all that pain inside and hide it away. You have to like let it out and like have some faith, and like we're going to run with these shadows of the night, and they may be dark and scary, but if you hold my hand, like it's all going to be okay in the end. And like I thought that was such a beautiful message of that song, because if we're working with the shadows of the night, maybe that's our darker nature, our darker side that we've hidden away from people, that we don't like to show other people, and like do the shadow work to bring that out into the light and integrate ourselves to more it's like integrated beings, but to a more like fulfilled person. God, I can't think of the word. But like when we integrate the light and the dark, it's like we are more authentic, and we're more ourselves, because we're not hiding anything from anyone. And so that song was talking about that, and then about taking my hand and it'll be all right. It makes me a little choked up, because it's like sometimes through dark times and scary feelings, we just need someone to say, hold my hand and I'll walk through this with you. And that it's all going to be okay in the end. And it always is okay in the end. And it reminds me of a saying my mom used to always tell me was, it's all going to be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. And so like, just know that it's all going to be okay, and you're on your journey. This is definitely for the collective. I know that there's a few people feeling this way right now, and it's all going to be okay. Just, feel those feelings. They are not going to take you over. I know a lot of times with our feelings, we think like it's the tip of the iceberg, and so we don't want to really let all our anger out, let all our sadness out, let all our fear out. But the truth is, once you start to let it out, it like releases and clears itself, and there's not as much behind the initial fear, anger, or sadness as we originally thought. And it moves us into the light from like the darkness of the shame or the pain or the fear that people won't accept us. And so accept yourself. It's like a lot of shadow work has to do with our inner child. So love that inner child, pull him out of the darkness, take them into the light and hold them, and hold their hand and tell them it's going to be all right. And it really is. It's going to be all right. And just have some faith, people. And, there's new opportunities coming. There's new abundance. There's so much happening right now with the portals, and through this Mercury retrograde, there's a perfect time to do some shadow work, and the new moon is coming up. So ask for what you want, and believe in yourself, and believe that you can move through this darkness into the light, and bring that darkness with you so you're a more fully integrated being. So blessings, and have a great Memorial Day weekend. Love you guys.